Hello, it is Dr. Shanae of SP Consulting Group, and I am your business and executive wellness coach, as well as a licensed therapist and OD strategist. So, I wanted to get on here today. This is definitely a random vent. And since I'm getting used to and trying to get on here whenever I get dressed to just share a little bit in regards to taking care of yourself as leaders. Today, I wanted to veer off a little bit. I usually do a wellness watch, and my veering off is for a number of reasons. So while I was dropping off my son to daycare, I was told by an African American woman that is a federal officer that, and sorry, I'm slouching. I was told by an African American woman that she was in plain clothes, that she was a federal officer and that they were purposely wearing civilian clothes as opposed to their uniform because of the times we're in. Her particular unit was advised to make sure that they wear regular clothes so that they weren't a target, which is crazy. But what troubled me was that she was saying that she went to go try to get some ammunition. And just so you guys know that it is January 19th. Tomorrow's the inauguration. She said that she went to go pick up some ammunition and she was refused ammunition. She's Black. But yet she saw, at least the way she describes it, ammunition stacked up for other people that were in line that weren't Black. And that was concerning. I also got an email from my son's childcare that also said that they weren't going to be open because of a possibility that they received information from federal and local officers that there might be a city lockdown. And so in a lockdown, they wouldn't be allowed to let the kids go home or the parents come to pick them up. So that was a concern. And so the thought was that ultimately, instead of risking that and putting them at risk, that they were going to go ahead and just shut down the daycare. So I'm frustrated. I'm very frustrated. I don't necessarily share a lot. And when I do, I'm sharing more on things that led me to my profession and things like that. But I don't necessarily talk about the state of events, the state of affairs. And I just wanted just to say for you guys to take care of yourselves. Be safe. Be safe. This is really sad what we're going through. It's really sad. And when it's all said and done, I spend a lot of time working with people that are impacted by all of this. Whether it's veterans, whether it's civilians. This is just too much. I really, I'm really in that space where I try to help people to be the person that they were meant to be, whether it's at work or whether it's at home. I'm always talking about work-life balance. And it's truly because I hear a lot. I hear what a lot of people don't talk to you guys about, like people that are going through some situation or another and they don't necessarily disclose what's really going on with them. And people are really having a rough time dealing with this pandemic. People are having a rough time dealing with people that are allowing the state of affairs in the world to have an excuse to be nasty, have an excuse to not care. And it's just so crazy to me. Like, I literally keep trying to figure out, when it's all said and done, how in the world can an officer not be able to pick up ammunition, regardless of what clearance they have to get it or whatever? Like, I don't even know what the situation was, if she was trying to get it for herself and why she wasn't able to get it. I'm really not truly sure, actually. But as a therapist, it's hard. It's hard to hear the craziness that's going on and how it's impacting people, and then having to swallow and not really talk about what's happening with me, what's happening in my world, and how numb I have to keep myself. And so I try to stay positive, but I also know that toxic positivity exists, and I don't want that. I want there to be healing. I want me to be able to not have vicarious trauma because I'm listening to the trauma of somebody else that's been impacted by whether it's racial injustice, whether it's just the pandemic, regular life stressors, whatever it is. I don't know. I feel like I don't really even know what to say. I don't even really, like, before I got on here, I was really talking about how I didn't really feel like coming on here to talk. And it was literally because I really want to just curl up into a ball on my bed and just sort of act like nothing is going on, like just go within. And I can't. And it's like they were asking, well, everybody else is, everybody else gets to go into their safe space and not deal and disconnect. And it's sort of unfair that as a therapist, I don't get to disconnect in the same way that, even if it's for the moment, my patients do, because then literally when it is time for me to disconnect, it's hard for me to even remember what it is that was going on. And not because, it wasn't a big issue. It's because, I haven't been able to really get a grip of my feelings because I'm having to be numb enough to not always be crying and bawling with my clients, and not always, do what they, countertransference, have that countertransference. We're not supposed to be doing that. We're not supposed to be able to relate in that way and talk about it, even though we do know how hard it is. We do know how much stress is involved with helping people, but yet how much energy goes into those that are purposely making life hard on people, or ignoring that life is hard. Like, we can't ignore it. We have to get the help. And so this is truly a random vent of all things. I don't feel like talking, but I also know that somebody else is doing the same thing, not feeling like talking, not feeling like showing up. And I don't really have any encouraging words. Sorry. I don't have any encouraging words right now. All I can say is I get it. I get it. Just take care of yourself. I'm for the moment drinking Pepto-Bismol because I'm starting to feel the stress. Or I should say, my body is feeling the stress that I didn't deal with. My stomach hurts, which is why I really, really, really want to just crawl up into a ball and just not deal. But I get it. And I just hope that in the mess that you're dealing with and the mess that you're having to hear from other people, the constant loss, the constant grief, the constant stress, all of that, the heaviness, that you take some time for yourself. Like I'm literally about to scour my schedule and see when I can take some time for myself, because this is rough. This is really rough. But I hope you are having a better day. Whoever is watching, have a better day. Find a way to have a better day. I'm going to figure out a way to have a better day, and I'll report back. I'll report back to you guys what I decided to do, because this Pepto-Bismol is almost gone. It's Pepto-Bismol Ultra. I'm going to have to do something other than that. But yeah, take care of yourself. Be safe. And don't pretend that it's okay. I think that's the best thing we can do right now, is not pretend that we're okay. So have a good one. And keep in your thoughts. Keep in your thoughts. And yes, I will report back. Thank you. I will. All right. You guys take care. Bye-bye.